I am a woman, and I'm not going to sound like a man. I'm going to sound like a woman. And so then when getting up in tone and everything, you don't hear it very much on now. Think with me a bit. You don't hear it on movies or anything unless it's just a shrill scream and she's being killed. But other than that, can she have her emotions? Um, you know, can she raise her voice? You know, I'm listening to it and it's like, man, really, what I am and what I embody sounds so much better just through when I put my hands on strings and start doing something. But it's boring for me, and it always has been since day one when I found that you can play with other people that might know how to play music. Now, having said that, see, I want to redo all these songs that would be so, I mean, if you want to really like serve up the shit that would just sell and inspire and change the world, well, we would redo these songs. Only three people. See, and to me, a musician is somebody who can hear it and then play it. That's not really what's going on out there. They are. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting because, well, getting back to the subject matter of music, yes, it's something that is missing in our lives as a higher learning tool. We used to get together and play music like every day. You should be playing it every day. It's not really unheard of for households to just start playing music and singing songs. Now, whether or not they're singing their own songs, a different story. They don't have to sing their own songs. They don't even have to sing a song. See, I am an instrumentalist. I can sing on tune better than a lot of people who have been saying they are a singer. But I am such the instrumentalist that I'm a musician that the instrument is to be tuned to an exact pitch that is mathematically affecting. So my ear is tuned to that. I learned how to sing as far as like how you project your voice and stuff like that. So, but I tell you right now, I am not a vocalist, and I'm not really impressed with vocalists. For one, can they tell us that I am mastering the hardest instrument? In fact, the hardest thing to play is your voice. Um, doing the emulating music through it. A lot of singers don't realize what I realize about the strings and how perfect the pitch is. There is no limit, and well, the ongoing perfection. Now, I just flashed to singers, and they're all black. Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, these people that just they take that singing to another level that is nothing but highly musical. Down to they pay attention to their vibrato, and I know that, but it takes so much practice and so much skill, and it takes every muscle in your body from the back up. These people are grounded down. It's something I'm like, I have respect. I'm just going to hold it back here. This beautiful, I know how to play a musical instrument. And yeah, it's interesting. Like, well, why are we doing this anyway? Well, there is that perfection that I call that is God. And singing vocalists, man, be careful of that. There's where the brainwash comes in. There's where you're ignoring the truly skilled, what holds it all together, possibly. I mean, that's what all of the crap that's going on. For how long now has it been reducing itself down to just a centralized version of itself? Like these are your entertainers. This is what you're supposed to be doing every day. Just turn on the TV and that's it. No, why don't you fucking play your own music? Because they don't want you to be able to center yourself and get what is not so obvious there, which is it opens both sides of your brains. You begin to learn real math. You can vibrationally figure shit out, like to the level of it's just unlimited. That well, the saying goes, um, narcissists hate me. By the way, they're sitting there going, and now you're going to say a saying. They fucking hate the truth and truth sayers and people who are free. Anyway, getting back to the saying goes about music. Gosh, did I lose it? Sorry. Narcissists here are taking them to their paradigm of just, now they're plugging in, right? You know, now they have how many my one play with my take on narcissists, there they are taking up my time and energy, and what else with their low life concerns, like what they think that they want, which is like, no, they'll just toss in the trash. What is it? The desire of the mind, you know, whatever image that was fed into them about that, you know, and it's like, well, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. There's the heartfelt way, and then there is the mental way, you know. Can you sort out which one is which? A lot of people have that argument, and it's like, nah, yeah, I understand. That's where you need meditation. You know, you don't let the mind get in the way of the heart, and you also don't let the heart get so lost that it doesn't have the mind there to remember how the fuck did you make it work. That's all you're doing is remembering. You learn to learn. See, I have spent a lot of my life being what I am, like this. I've done with music, but I am what I am. So I'm there, and people notice like right away, oh shit, well, you know, I just mentioned the 4 o'clock news, but you took it a step higher, and I learned something. You know, it's like I try to keep it fresh, and please, you know, because that's just me. I mean, that comes with me, and then I leave. Bye. And boy, that's been tough over not only my whole life, but especially right the last 3 years, where people have just gone with each other, and that's the point. You know, you don't want another contagion like me to come around and say, you know what, and you know, really hard, you know, to weave and make it out clean, you know, through somebody having polluted your mind or something, or an experience, you know, to where you're just hanging on saying, this is fucked up. And it's like, no, it doesn't have to be like that. No, you have now, and you have a choice. And, you know, I am not free of ruining the moment or ruining connections. You know, I'm a natural at looking at superficiality and just saying, you know, these people, narcissists, are fucking attracted to me. Now, back off. Narcissists are attracted to empaths. Narcissists. Now let's stop this vague fucking language. People who were highly abused and disenfranchised of some of the most basic intelligences that have to be left alone to be able to cultivate are attracted to other people who have that connection and are working things. They trust their surroundings more. They haven't been disenfranchised, and they are very confident, and so then there's an unconsciousness between one and maybe even the other. You know, this is subject matter that needs to be illuminated, and and say, well, yeah, this is my experience. Yeah, this is what was going on with that dynamic, with that person. Seemed to be nothing but fucking jealous, and then it's a one-up. And what do? They get academic on you, right? The academia. Oh, you know, because I studied, and it's like, this is like, but did you know that there's the intuitive and meditative study of it, which actually puts you to more use, rather than the academic study putting you to use, which is limited. You won't shut this up. See, the reason why I'm on a channel is because I know what a channel is for. I am channeling. I am an actual channel. See, I would come to people's houses, and it's like, a lot of people getting right into their 6-year-old genius selves, like, what is gonna emerge today? Kind of vacated for me. I mean, you know, money gets in the way of things, like how we would want to try to make money and make it work for us. And now when you're my experience is like trying to help people out with a good deal with anything. Okay, so like, I'll never do this ever again either. Trying to help somebody out by renting a room to them. Good God, that ended up being a nightmare because, of course, I mean, God, what are you going to attract here? But if you're not doing it like landlord, which now you're coating your entire house with, gosh, I don't even want to talk about it to people, but, you know, going general, woo, baby, hit like or dislike. I just want to know you're there watching. It really doesn't. I know that people were there, but now there's a lot more. Now I'll remind you is that how there's, sorry, I'm not going to follow your train, I'm following mine. There's 309 subscribers who, all of them came from that gift-giving narcissist video. Some of them might be coming from my Facebook because I told them I have a YouTube page, and then and I have old childhood friends that are glancing through, and we're all at war for some reason. We're all just standing off, and it's like, people go through hard times, and that's when we know who we are, really, right? Yeah, no, I fucking am not approachable when I'm having a hard time. I am, and the truth, and I'll dare tell you, I have love in my life because I say I am. And also because somebody dared to just bust through the firewall. And I'm here to say that that influence has been nothing but good to me. Took a while, took some months. I am not free of having to do the work with them that they are perhaps from the not from being under the influence of the 80%, what is society, the profoundly sick society, who is, okay, the statistics are saying, you're going to have to keep this in your mind now so I don't have to keep repeating it. 80% are struggling with the southerly narcissist traits. The people that don't see their minds, and now they're in competition. They don't know what that desire is behind that desire, and it's very superficial and masked in any way. Boy, losing my place. I'm sorry about this, but a lot of energy in the air for me. Where I'm at is incapacitation. We're used to that where I live. We actually look forward to it. We say, "Goody, we're gonna start hibernating." We have our hibernation period, where, man, it's wonderful. We love it. We love it. A fucking ice. We're encapsulated in sheets of ice, and we get to be quiet. It's changed a lot with people just they're fighting this fucking shit. They're out there fighting, and it's like, no, wait, just wait. It's gonna melt off, but they can't. Why? Maybe they shouldn't even be up here, man. I'm gonna stick to that too. It's like, well, there's a place for you to go where you're not really living. You don't care to calm down. You don't care to calm down. Drop all of the shit that the rest of the world thinks that they need to be running and running. They don't even know why they're running, by the way. Talking about those 80% that loses the sight of the mind, that doesn't understand that it itself has a desire to just try to stay alive and be real. And that's what's working out there, saying, yep, we are, baby! And did you get your full arm sleeve tattoo? Pierce them nipples up, man. Fuck yeah! And I'm real now!